Hello guys, today's video will focus on cars in Project Zomboid. It's impossible to avoid cars if you want to survive on the long term. No matter if you just want to escape the helicopter event or you want to raid a nearby gun store. Being in possession of some sort of vehicle is inevitable if you want to live past the first week. I would say that the majority of people are getting their first car in the first 3 days of their playthrough. And I will help you choosing your first car with this guide. If you are a more experienced player that already knows how to start a car, just skip to this minute where I rank all the cars in PZ. The first step, finding a car. If you can't do that, well, I know, this game is hard. Just watch some more tutorials and come back later. But if you're able to leave your house without dying and find a car you like, the first thing you should do is check the vehicle mechanics. You do that by going to the front of the car and pressing E. Now you have to figure out if the engine is working and if there's gas left in the tank. If the gas tank is empty and you have gas canisters or bottles of gasoline, you can fill it back up. But if you don't, just leave the car behind and find a new one. Next step, entering the car. Unless you have the hot wiring skill, you have to find a key. You can find one either in the ignition, in the glove box, around the car on the floor, on zombies nearby, or in houses that are close to the vehicle. If you can't find a key and the car doors are locked, just break the windows. But be aware, you have to have a weapon equipped so you don't hurt yourself. Given that you found a key, you can now press W to start the car. Your first trip should definitely be to a nearby gas station so you can fill back up your gas tank. You can do that by right-clicking your car if you are close to a gas pump. Now would probably be the right time to talk about the dashboard. It shows some important things about your vehicle. Firstly, the straightforward ones. RPM, gas tank, speedometer. Fun fact, it actually shows kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour, but it might be because I switched my game to the metric system. And of course the ignition. Now to the small shitty icons that nobody knows the meaning of. The engine light, the battery, the door locks, the headlights, the heater or AC. And last but not least, the trunk lock. By pressing V you can find the so-called vehicle interaction menu. Here you can do multiple different things, just to name a few. You can switch seats, turn on the radio, you can sleep in your car and much more. It's also possible to repair your vehicle, but that's stupid because you're going to crash a vehicle anyway. In the next section of the video I will talk about all vehicles in PZ and rank them according to their usefulness. In total there are 5 car brands. Chevalier, which produced these cars, Dash, which produced these cars, Franklin, which produced these cars, and Masterson Horizon and the Mercia Lang 4000. Most cars have many variations, which includes color change as well as the change of the vehicle type. For example, some cars have a police officer variant. Cars in Project Zomboid are sorted into one of 3 categories: Sports, Heavy Duty and Standard. Sports, as the name suggests, is a car that can drive really fast. Heavy Duty, on the other hand, allows the player to carry a lot of items, and a standard car is kind of a mixture of both. You can't just compare each vehicle type as they are made for totally different things. You have to consider that while ranking the vehicles in Project Zomboid, as a sports car is way faster than a heavy duty car which can carry more items. Each car was ranked according to their top speed, their acceleration as well as their total carry capacity. To keep this video short, I will just talk about the best vehicle in each category. Sports. The best car in the sports category is gonna be the Chevalier Cosette, as it has the highest top speed and acceleration in the entire game. It's best for traveling long distances when you don't want to carry a lot of stuff, because it has the lowest carry capacity in the game. But if you want to carry a lot of stuff because you're going on a looting run in a nearby town, I would suggest the Dash Elite, which has a decent top speed but more than double the carry capacity than the Chevalier Cosette. But be careful, sports cars at high speeds are hard to steer, which makes crashing more common. Heavy Duty. If you don't really care about speed but want to carry a lot of stuff, the Chevalier Step Van would be the best vehicle for you. It has by far the highest carry capacity in the game, but a really slow top speed. But however, if you want to loot a nearby town, this vehicle might be the best for you. If you want a car that has high enough top speed but also large carry capacity, you should take the Franklin All-Terrain. Standard. The best car in the standard category is the most common car in the game, the Chevalier Niala. It has a decent top speed and acceleration as well as a decent carry capacity. Furthermore, it's very easy to steer. By the way, across the map you can find some trailers which can enlarge your carry capacity. In this list you can see all the data for each car. Okay guys, next you're gonna see all cars driving a 100-meter track both in accelerating fashion as well as in their top speed. In the bottom left you can see in which place they rank among all vehicles. For example, the character is obviously in last place. Sorry guys, but the commentary is quite useless, therefore goodbye. Och Digga, jetzt sei doch mal ruhig, du scheiß Computer.